In this video, I'm giving you an overview of the entire data vault so that you know in which section you can find what and how to leverage them for the best purpose of yours. So let's start with the dashboard area. In the top row, you get a generic overview of how many links you created both for your single documents under the data area as well as for your entire data rooms under the vaults area. Furthermore, you can see how many complete and partial views you received for each one of them. Below, you can find an overall statistic about your most recent visits based on the individual contacts that visited your documents, the segments under which you've shared those links, as well as the unique links as you can see here. Clicking on the View All buttons will always lead you to the respective section. So let's move to the data area. As we've shared in another tutorial video, this data area is your place to create the folder structure, create the documents for the best content management. So you both have personal folders as well as team folders, and within those folders, you can also find directly the analytics for the specific documents, as you can see here. You get comparisons in terms of their performance, if you have kind of updated a version of it, and you also can preview your documents right in here. Next is the vaults area. So whereas under data, we are sharing single documents via one link, in the vaults area, you can create entire data rooms and just share them with one link. You can customize the branding, and same as with the documents, you can also directly see the analytics in respect to that document right in that area here. So just clicking on some untoggle buttons and you will directly get to see the graphics from the individuals that visited your vaults. Next are the segments. So every time you share a link to a customer, you always have to define your segment. How you want to group your segment depends on you. You can do it based on a department, for example, or a sales function in that case. You can do it based on a grouping of people, let's say VCs in the US, or you just take directly specific companies. If you want to know which person of that company is actually looking at my documents, and if they forward it to somebody else, you would at least know where they originally came from. You can always get the analytics both for the content area as well as for the vaults that they've visited here. Next are the contacts. So every time a user submits his or her email address visiting your links, a new contact gets created in here. So you can actually get specific analytics for those contacts across all the documents and vaults that you shared with them. So to give you a sense of who are the people that are most engaging also with the content that you're sharing. Next is the present function. So after you've uploaded documents into your data area, you can select them right from within here, and you can start live presentations just by sharing this presentation URL and sharing an access code if you want to protect it even further, and you can start the presentation live from your data vault. Next is the team function. So as you're collaborating with your teams on the higher plans, you will get to see an overview of their individual activities across the data area as well as across the vault area. And you can also define the roles of each individual. Further, if you are part of more than one team, you can also switch your company right here. Last but not least, I just want to show you the settings area. So in here, you can define both the personal settings like password, account, notification, as well as company settings, which we're expanding on an ongoing basis. But right now, you can already start with your company name. In case you have problems and you still don't know where to find what, feel free to reach out to us via the chatbot, and we're happy to help you further. Good luck using DataVault.